it's like the big bad wolf, isn't it? People are either terrified of it in the workplace, or they're starting to embrace it and then it's taking over. Ultimately, AI is a tool, and the danger of it is that if people become over-reliant, I do think it's going to start eroding their capability to think for themselves. So ultimately, in my business, I'm using AI to help me work more quickly in some aspects of what I do, but at the same time, I'm avoiding it in some of the work that I do, because I think it's just going to mean that I'm going to start going backwards in how I think. So for example, you know the Steve Jobs quote where he was talking about, you don't join the dots looking forward, you join the dots looking back. And it's in putting yourself in these various experiences that in time you start figuring out who you are and what you're about and what you care about. In time, in looking back, you can see that there's a golden thread. It's important to find opportunities to put yourself into each of those different experiences though. And I think that if we're not thinking for ourselves, if we're just chatting to ChatGPT to come to conclusions and provide us with information, then we're not creating the dots for ourselves to think creatively and to then be able to have a point of view when someone asks us what we think. And in those situations where we need to communicate with Gravitas, if we haven't thought for ourselves and if we've just relied on AI, then we're not going to be able to do that so much. So I think that the most powerful leaders and the most successful human beings are going to be the ones who are able to tap into the power of artificial intelligence when they need it, but at the same time cultivate what they care about in terms of their own authentic intelligence. So their own personal AI.